Hello and welcome to the Trinity channel, and I'm going to do a reaction and a breakdown of well, apparently the latest and last official trailer for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Let's go.
I've been dreaming every night. The same dream.
And every morning, the same nightmare.
Now, oh shit, right. Oh,
Strange. The fate of the multiverse depends on us. Careful, Stevens. This path exacts a heavy toll.
we'll change the lyrics, change of script there from the other soundbite we had,
Okay. Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Only in theaters May 6th. It's on sale now.
Wow. Yeah, I just noticed. I was going to say something. I noticed something straight. And as I'll get to it in a second, I'll see it. Yeah.
I've been.
The thing about the Sanctum, I noticed. Well, it seems. See, this is why I'm thinking, because I mean, apparently, okay, to be fair, the thing is, they say they took ideas from it as their excuse. However, saying that, the what if scenarios, stories are canon as well. So it's odd that Sinister Strange's Sanctum is in the one where the reality's breaking up, because that looks very reminiscent of What If, where the reality's breaking up.
Dreaming every night. The same dream.
And every morning, the same nightmare.
Now, at first, it cut off before this little DL, but if you just note, I paused it, I got it, I just actually timed it just right, it's really good. If you look closely on their face, as he's saying, oh, I've had this nightmare, well, a dream or something like that, she's finished off his sentence because it's, I reckon, because she's upset, indicates she's having the same problem, so they've both been having it, so Sank's there, you know what I mean? Sank's you know what I mean? Sank up with that. Sank. You know what I mean? You know his films where you know Sank's not right because like, especially like whether it be like with time travel or something, they're both people in the same area situation have got the same deja vu or recollection. You know what I mean? That makes them both think, well, hang on a second. You know what I mean? I got those sort of vibes from it.
Strange. The fate of the multiverse depends on us.
See, I'm not sure about those demon things, because why would you face your back to the demons if you're fighting them? But then again, oh, could be wrong, but this is a good guess. In the Darkhold Temple, there's that. Oh my God! Where is it? Where is it? Bear with me, it's worth it. I spotted it in here. It's in the Book of Vishanti. They had a rumour about it in the leaked synopsis. because I might have gone past that chap. Hang on. Bear with me. It's worth it. Bear with me. So I saw it right, and there we go. Right, here you go. Right. Oh, fuck off. Sorry. Right. In the Book of Vishanti, page 818, Places of Great Power. It's got. Oh, if I can show you. Hang on. There you go. That is seen on the mountain behind Zombie Strange. And is the place that Wanda goes to, and it's got that mural that looks like it's from the Darkhold. But here you go, right? Home to the geneticist called High Evolutionary Wundagore Mountain is the haunted location in which the dark ancient god Chthon, the one who created the Darkhold, was once imprisoned by the infamous sorcerer Morgan Le Fay. On this peak, the Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and even the hero Spider-Woman were all granted their fantastic abilities. Now, that's taking it from comic book lore. However, don't forget, they borrow ideas. So, if the prophecy of the Scarlet Witch is being involved in the Darkhold and all this sort of stuff going on, then I reckon that tower is what it is. Because some mentioned about her going to the tower where the Darkhold was created, or, you know what I mean? But anyway, with those creatures, sorry, I had to throw that in because that's worth it. It wasn't really worth doing a long video. I thought I've got to throw that in of Doctor Strange video. But anyway, but those gargoyles, there's a photo I remember of gargoyle creatures in that temple. So I could be wrong. However, those creatures could be, because their eyes are glowing red, could be her reanimating those gargoyles to fight whoever's attacking them. Could be. But yeah, that tower, I saw that. Someone mentioned it about it being a Darkhold place in the thing. And I was reading the Book of Vishanti, and I was like, oh, that's going to be in a film.
Careful, Stephen. This path exacts a heavy toll.
Now, it's interesting because that line was also in the first Doctor Strange film.
Okay.
See there, well, I was going to say, because it could be, sorry. So again, also with the evil Sinister Strange, or whatever, I was thinking that could be Strange Supreme, but then again, why would he attack him? You know what I mean? Why would Prime Strange? Because the thing is, if there's I'll include it on here. Max sent me some posters, and on one of their posters, it's got 5 variants of Doctor Strange on there. It's 5. Because if you remember, the posters showed you the variants of Doctor Strange that we saw in a trailer. So you had Prime Strange in the middle, Defender looking that way, and Sinister looking this. Well, you had the faces on each side. So it was like a trinity. But now they released one that's got 5 different looking Stephen Strangers. Now, the reason why my assumption is they're variants is because they're not like a kaleidoscope image of Doctor Strange fanning out. It's actually got Defender, you got Stephen Strange here of some kind, Defender Strange, another Strange, and it goes up like that. It says 5 Strangers. However, and I'll be doing a video on it, Bruce Campbell, even though, to be fair, I am actually a little bit... Actually, I'm not saying he's lying, but however, saying this, a lot of the articles and news written on Bruce Campbell being a Doctor Strange variant, even though there are photos that he released, was on April for the 1st. So I'm not sure. Could be an April Fool's gag. I don't know. But I seriously doubt it because we know he's definitely in it. But so yeah, I don't think it'll be Strange. I don't think it'll be Supreme Strange Day because the photo of him in the dressing room, he has got the goatee. So, but if you look at the merchandising, Funko Pop, there's one with no moustache, and the statue has no moustache. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Look at that face. Well, that's interesting. They for someone who's undead. Oh yeah, your eyes would still be. Yeah, that's right. Ignore that. Oh my lord, that might actually. Oh my god, no, the guesses might be right. Look at that collar. Hang on. That might be Supreme Strange. He might. I know apparently there's lots of variants of strangers getting killed off or something, but.
Of the multiverse. Depends on.
Well, if it's a strange, it's a bit of a shame that they don't have Supreme Strange in it because you know what I mean. It's like sorry, Strange Supreme. Those names they should give them a different name for Christ's sake. They get names mixed up. But the one from What If, because you know if he. And of course they retconned it. I don't know because it's kind of like if because he is one of the he's the most powerful character in the MCU, or one of the top ones up there. You know, people underestimate that variant because he's more powerful than the Watcher. The Watcher couldn't defeat Ultron. You know, in a Supreme Ultron Supreme. Incidentally, that idea of Ultron with Infinity Stones was in Capcom. Was a game. There's actually a game where it had that in it. It's not the first time it's had stone, but yeah, I mean because the team, the Defenders of the Multiverse or something like that. No, the Guardians of the Multiverse. That was it. They were just cannon fodder to distract him, Ultron. You know, when you know even Ultron said it's like, oh, it's you. So it's odd they haven't got him in this film. You know what I mean? It could be. I don't know. Because it'd be interesting if I mean, okay, he's sort of policing Killmonger and that, but I don't know, but because there's one of the plot leaks is there's a variant of Strange going around absorbing other variants of himself. Cause it it sounds a bit like a Jet Li the One, except instead of killing yourself to absorb their energy, you're absorbing them. Yeah, yeah, sorry, yeah. But I just think it's odd to not have him in it. I don't know. But like I said in the other thing, you know, Sinister Strange might not even be real. It could be Strange's darker side in a nightmare. That makes sense because this thing's going to go to different levels of weirdness, madness. See what I did there? But you know what I mean? Is it on here? Where is it?
The same dream. And every morning, the same nightmare.
Strange. Fate.
Shimagorov. It is Shimagorov. I know it's called Gigantos and merchandise. That's because of licensing.
Of the multiverse. Depends on us.
Yeah, oh, yeah, because yeah, because those creatures. Sorry, I got to go back, but my Peter Tingle.
The same dream. And every morning, the same nightmare.
Come on.
Strange. Fate
I love
of the
that.
multiverse.
See, is it Is it just me, ladies and gentlemen, but isn't those creatures the same colour as that wall? As the stone? Could be gargoyles that have been animated.
Depends on us.
They look like they're stood behind Wong and that, ready to fight.
Careful, Stevens. This path exacts a heavy toll.
And if you notice, that storm thing like that is very reminiscent of the one in the room with the Vishanti that we saw. Like I said in the TV spot, it's like Prime Strange, has a third eye as well. He used to get from the Eye of Agamotto. Basically, the Eye of Agamotto will leave the amulet like the Time Stone does, and it will go, and it enables him to fight his enemies or see stuff. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. Acid burn. But oh. Right. Because actually, I did actually think, I don't know. I mean, yeah. Sorry, I just did a port. But yeah. It was interesting as well, because I know it's grey and blue in that, but Sinister Strange looks black and white. I wonder if, I know the nightmare thing's just a thing they both are experiencing, but I wonder if Nightmare is a villain in it, because they said, he was set to be a villain in it. Because don't forget, again, don't hold me to it, because don't forget, if they're doing No Way Home, you have hero cameos, but you had the Sinister Six, didn't you? I'm pretty sure the evil guy, no, the bad guys in the Doctor Strange universe teamed up. So whilst the evil Darkhold works on Wanda, Nightmare tears Strange apart from the inside. You know what I mean? That sounds dodgy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that.
Careful, Stevens. This path exacts a heavy toll.
Oh, I know he's going to fight him next, but it'd be funny though if he was like, "Oh, I can teach you how to access your third eye," and he'd be like, "Okay, I don't think he meant literal."
Okay.
That's one of his 10. Is that Prime Strange or Sinister Strange? Because he looks a bit grey there, doesn't he? Oh, but he's wearing a cloak. The Sinister Strange wasn't wearing a cloak. But, yeah, I couldn't catch the last bit there. But yeah, I think if they're working together, why would he attack him? So, no. Could be Sinister Strange, could be the bad guy. There was a rumour that Sinister Strange gets defeated and uses his Defender Strange's corpse. But then again, from what we gather, I think Defender Strange dies pretty early on in the film. Yeah, this bit here where America Chavez gets blown flying, that's quite. There's something I noticed in one of the old trailers, is the bit where you got Defender Strange. When he's like, he's got a shield up with one hand, and he does that thing with his hand, like boom, and you see this. Mind you, I don't know, because I thought that these two, they might be. I thought these two things were connected, because when he did that, I thought the explosion was him taking the hit and her getting blown away. So it might be her, I don't know. But then again, it looks like. I'll try and slow this bit down because this bit is crucial because the dragons from his hands looks like Supreme Strange.
This path exacts a heavy toll.
Cool, just shows how much you can fit in a few seconds of trailer. And he did about 10 seconds, and it's got all this stuff in it. All this stuff in it.
Okay.
Now here's Tom Cruise's Iron Man, and there's more photos that were leaked on Twitter. Him in a full mocap suit. Right, let's move my junk out of the way. Just try and look at the collar, because the collar, mine did actually know, because the one from What If had a dark purple collar. But mind you, like I said in the poster, there's like 5 variants on the poster. I mean, we haven't seen him use a spell, but for all we know, doesn't mean he doesn't know how to do that spell, because it's kind of like, I've only just seen that spell in What If.
Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Only in theaters May 6th. Tickets on sale now.
Whoop. No. So yeah.
Every night, the same dream.
See, I've Oh, incidentally, Sonic Work. And I'll do another name shout, because he's subscribed as well. So another new friend I made at work, Ollie, mentioned that he knows someone whose daughter was one of the bridesmaids in the wedding scene. Sorry for some minute. Hey, I could go on my knees, waddle on my knees with shoes and pretend to be a little, flower maiden. Maybe look like Dorothy from Oz. I would have done that. But yeah. But about to say, it'd be interesting if that wedding scene was a dream sequence. I don't know.
Every morning. The same nightmare.
Yeah, and it's interesting because their old accents come back as well.
Strange. The fate of the multiverse.
The other thing is, it's just so you know, as you know, I did a video on Shumagorath, highlighting why this is Shumagorath, and also why he's that size, because people are like, he's a bit too small to be Shumagorath. Just like Cthulhu in the Lovecraft mythology, he can be any size he wants. Also depends what plane of reality he's on, because in his native reality, he's like, fucking cosmos size. I mean, and you've seen his tentacles in What If, they're massive.
Depends on.
See, that's the thing, in What If, that was just his tentacles poking through, that wasn't his whole body. Oh, hang on, let's see, should you look for some Easter eggs? Jonas and Jane. What sort of shop is that? Looks like it's got furniture in.
Depends on us. Careful, Stevens. This path exacts a heavy toll.
See, also this thing, I know there's bits where he looks like he's stabbing him, but if the Illuminati is under attack, it looks like he's coming down to try and break the cuffs. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, surely if he would have the key if he works there, or well, we don't know which Mordo this is, but mind you, it could be the Mordo from the first film, not necessarily the one that's on the Illuminati Council. Because Dev gets 5 years, they've been blipped for 5 years. He could have been And the other thing is, people have been saying, and it could be true, because I mean, it depends again, because they've getting the first Doctor Strange. It was Caecilius who killed the Ancient One. God, I love that. I just love that. So I was thinking, even if it's a Strange Supreme from What If, I've not probably got the name wrong, but you know what I mean. They're both the same bloody similar names. I always thought though, it's like in your own pocket reality, wouldn't you not build a house rather than sitting on a smooth floor watching Killmonger and all that lot try and fight each other in a little snow globe? It does have a bit of a Sam Raimi. I would love to see what his inspirations were for, because you telling me right, I'm not sure if you remember, but there's a Hammer House, a horror film, and it had short stories in it, and there's one where it's like a blue room, but you also, I mean, that plus Sinister Strange's look has a Vincent Price look. I mean, I was just saying to this, we were discussing this at work, and Enzo, who I work with, was saying, if Vincent Price was still alive today, Vincent Price would have made, like you got the old man Loki in the Loki series. Vincent Price would have been a good old man Strange. You know what I mean? Would have been an interesting variant. But those vibes, it's got Hammer horror vibes in the scenery. But yeah, I just love that scene. I love that picture anyway. But you know what I mean? It's got Hammer horror Vincent Price feel to it.
Okay. Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange in the...
So yeah. Oh, so much. Let's go back. I don't want to bore you, but I'm just trying to see that Shuma Gorath tentacles from What If, the same ones from What If, so we know it's him.
I've been...
See, and that's like, you mean that reality there? Because Dev gets a horror film, and if everything in the reality has been destroyed and dusted off, then, yeah, I mean, Sanctum, because it's a magical building, might have more of a tougher grit to it.
dreaming. Every night.
But again, Sinister Strange and that Sanctum could be in his head as a dream.
The same dream. And every morning, the same nightmare.
Strange. The fate of the multiverse.
Yeah, because there you go, in the background. Because I don't think she's going to be the main villain. I reckon she's going to have a funny 5 minutes, as I call it. She's going to lose her, excuse me French, because she's going to lose her shit. Because what many have pointed out, and it is true, if you have her standing with her arms out like in a Jesus on the cross sort of pose, with bright energy firing up behind her, and that Muriel, have her stood in front of Muriel with all her energy going like a Red Phoenix moment in Apocalypse. Do you remember when she had that? She stood like a cross and it was like, and he said, "Let it go, Jean." If she did that in front of that Muriel, it would look like the patron in the Darkhold. So and that's that temple place, that thingamajig that I was about, that I found in the Book of Shanti. But when I saw that, and I saw it on the, if you go back and look at the other trailer, where the Mountain of Doctor Strange, in the background there's a spire, which is where this is. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Depends on us.
Brian said, because he says 5 variants.
The fate of the multiverse depends on us.
Oh, Earth. There's something I mentioned in another video.
Depends on us.
Now, it could be, to be fair, when he went to Kamatage and got his because it's got a patch on his coat on his cloak, and I was like, where's that coming from? And apparently it could be because it's damaged, or if there's 5 variants, it could be another variant. But I've noticed. But then again, that clip with Shumagorath, he's still got his Doctor Strange dark uniform. This one's got a light blue, like a paladin sort of ultramarine blue colour, with a Defender Strange pattern on. And if there's actually, I don't know, it might have got a fresh, clean clothes on. I don't know, but it's like because there's 5 variants, and that's it. Here's the other interesting thing I just thought of now is we don't know really who's going to be who in this trailer. The only thing I do know is I've noticed, and this is what gets me. People ask silly things like, oh, how has he got this? Because that was destroyed by, making these silly ideas and silly theories up. But no one's asked this. No one's been speculating on, oh, that's a good point, actually. I just noticed, ones that Prime Strange in might be, because they don't want to give too much away, do they? I think we'll know who's who, because Prime Strange, our Strange, as it were, to see him Strange, would have the Eye Agamotto. But no one's asking, why hasn't Defender Strange got one in this, and Sinister Strange? You know what I mean? Because the 2 variants in What If was because the ancient one split him in 2, and he left his eye in the sanctum, and the other one that absorbed him had the eye still, but he changed it like a chaos stone sort of thing. You know what I mean? So, but no one's asking questions like that. Why hasn't Defender Strange got his own eye? Yeah, interesting. And also, if you notice on the statue, there's no eye. Because as a character, it's just his part of his wardrobe. You know, Time Stone or Time Stone or no. And as I've said, I'm not sure if you've seen my other videos, but I noticed it first. It was quite, well, first because I've been keeping my eye on the tabs all these videos, and it's a lot of me driving me nuts going, oh, how, asking the wrong questions again. But I noticed, because it only happens for a split second, it takes a quick, you have to see it, but the actual eye still has a use. The only thing I didn't spot, to be fair, which is fair play, fair game, is the eye opened up during Spider-Man No Way Home when he was in the dimension. It glowed gold, and it does the same thing. It did the same thing when I saw it when he opened the door of it, so it actually still has magical uses. So regardless of the Time Stone not being there, it still has a use, which it did do in the comics anyway. Because even in the Book of Ashanti, if it has 3 eyes of Agamotto, you have the eye itself, the amulet that the eye is housed in, and the big globe thing that you see in Doctor Strange. That's like a planet, a liquid metal that changes shape or turns into a projector. That's the 3rd eye of Agamotto. I did a video on that as well, the 3 eyes of Agamotto. But yeah, it's cool. I was thinking, how many of these we see are variants of Doctor Strange in this trailer? But then I did notice that a lot of them don't have the Eye of Agamotto, so either Prime Strange. Maybe that will help us differentiate them as well.
Careful, Stephen. This path exacts.
And that bit which is like, they're saying zombie Wanda. No, she's injured. She's got her blood, or someone else's blood on her, and her eyes are glowing red. Because that's what Wanda looks like when she's upset, when she's peeved off. It's not because she's a zombie, because she's pissed off.
Heavy toll. Okay.
I love that.
Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Only in theaters May 6th. Tickets.
So yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm pumped. But before I go, because there was other speculations and rumours. Because there's a lot of people going to die in this film apparently, and basically when America Chavez when she tries to run from this evil presence, whether it be Kothon or Shumagorath, it's like as she's going from Doctor Strange to Doctor Strange, they get killed. There was, like I said, the leaked rumor. It's like I said, they took ideas from it. So I'm not sure if Sinister Strange is going around absorbing other strangers. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's so many leaked rumors, it gets a bit all over the place. But yeah, the idea was the Forces attack these different variants as they go through and encounters our Stephen. I know he's not our Stephen. You know, I'm trying to refer to him that because it keeps it simple. I'm trying to simplify the whole thing. But yeah. But I'm just thinking, though, whatever big bad's going on, he's got to step up his game because, in terms of power, I mean, people underestimate Prime Strange anyway. Apart from the spell, why wouldn't he be confident to do the spell on No Way Home? Because it's kind of like, it's like people. I mean, people. There's a bit in Infinity War which people just don't even bother to stop and appreciate, and that is he took on Thanos. He was nearly like the what if level. Yeah, you see the potential there. Because it was like, he went up against Thanos with 5 stones. He didn't go up against Thanos. That's the other thing as well. That wasn't Thanos. Thanos was just merely using the might of the stones, the power of the stones. He withstood and went up against 5 Infinity Stones. Not many beings could do that in MCU. That we've seen so far in films. You know what I mean? So it's like, that is impressive. The fact that he turns a black hole into a swarm of butterflies, he's underappreciated. And I can see why they did trap him over the Grand Canyon for 12 hours, because it's like, yeah, that film would have been over in 5 minutes. He could sort it all out. That's why he got pushed aside as a supporting character in the cartoons, because he is that powerful. It's like, you know, Son attacks. Be over in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? In general villains. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. What do you think of some of my ideas and suggestions? But like I said, those gargoyles. It's like, it doesn't make sense to turn your back on something that's attacking you, and they look like the same colour as the stone that's behind Wanda and that. Yeah. So anyway, the next video I'll do, I'm going to cover an article about Bruce Campbell. I am gut. Do you know what? I'm not saying it's. Could it be possible? Because it depends if. I'm surprised they didn't. Because they got the old incarnations of Doctor Strange in. I am genuinely surprised they didn't get the one from the 1980s film that was made for TV. Unless, of course, he's passed on. I mean, if he's passed on, then maybe Bruce Campbell's playing him. I don't know. You can probably tell by his wardrobe when we see him. But I'm surprised they didn't get him in, like they did with the Spider-Men. You know what I mean? They might do. We don't know. That would be awesome if they did. See, if anyone from Marvel sees this, or I doubt you will. But anyway, or if anyone knows how to get in contact with Marvel, tell them. I don't want to give more reshoots, but I'd be surprised. I'm surprised they didn't, or if they don't. You know what I mean? If it's like Spider-Man No Way Home, then you try and get if there's been an incarnation before, whether it be on like live action TV or a TV film that's been on you know what I mean? Oh, that would be really good. So anyway, so yes, I'm going to do a video on that, an article covering Bruce Campbell being Doctor Strange variant. But yeah, from the posters, 5. So with Bruce Campbell, that's 6 variants. I don't think we're going to get a lot of screen time with a lot of them. I think a lot of them are going to get wiped out. But yeah, I don't think Wanda's going to be the bad guy. The creature that had America Chavez, that's either Chthon, like a jazzed up version, because don't forget Dormammu, because some said it, I can't remember the name. I've got the Book of Vishanti here. I should bloody know this, shouldn't I? But there's that deity that Strange gets his bands of something from, and someone says it could be him. But I don't know, because it could still be Chthon who's trapped America Chavez, because even though Chthon is kind of solid, appearing in a way, Or so was Dormammu. Dormammu looked like Skeletor, except with a red flaming skull, and can form different sizes. Yet in Doctor Strange 1, they made him into this dimensional energy being thing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, technically he is. Technically he's a deity of some sort. But you know what I mean? So they could have made Cthulhu look more horrific, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just idea. But yeah, so anyway, I hope, let me know what you think about some ideas. Let me know what your ideas in the comments below, and all that. Are you excited as I am to see this film? I am. It's going to be epic. And yeah. So if you like the video, hit the like, and if you haven't subscribed, then please do, and I'll love you forever. And and it'd be nice for me to share my thoughts with any kinds of things with you and all that. So yes, until next time, and until into the next video, I shall see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.